Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you all. I'm actually right on the money tonight, which is amazing, right? Right at 7 o'clock. Woohoo. So let's see here. I'm just going to pull this up on my phone, see who is with me here. So happy Sunday to you all. I hope you guys are had a good week. And let's see here. And I'm just going to copy this so then I can share this for you. So anyway, so happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great week. Hopefully you're enjoying maybe some spring-like weather where you're at. It's kind of in the Pacific Northwest here. It's kind of like hit and miss with the spring, and it's kind of the spring is kind of sprung, but then it kind of springs back, and there's like rain, but then it is the temperatures are warming up, so that is a good thing. So not super warm, but they are warming up, so that is a good thing right there. Hey Lily, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So anybody that has a question for a pet that's living or passed, feel free to type that in the comments here. And then also too, I'm going to share. I have my monthly event every fourth Thursday of the month. That's called Your Monthly Pet Connection, and I still have quite a few spots left. If you guys are interested in that, it's $22 via Zoom, and it's limited to 10 people, and everybody that tunes in gets a message from their pet. So yeah, and then I do a meditation at the end of it too. So it's pretty in depth and pretty amazing. So if you're interested in that, the link to sign up is in the comments. If you're interested in that, I'd love to have you join. If you're free and you're interested, that'd be awesome. And hey Jeff, and hey Emmy, and hey Lee, and hey Lisa, good to see you. I hope your recovery is still going well. Hopefully, Miss Chloe Grace is helping you out. Let's see here. All right. So I see Lily has a question. So Lily says, "What is my kitty thinking?" Maya's just showing me like bubbles. She's like, "I want something that like makes me think of bubbles." She's just like, "Bubble, bubble, bubbles." She's like, "I have lots of thoughts. Bubbles, 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 bubbles," is what she's showing me, and I want to do like a fun thing with my paw. I want to do like a fun thing with my paw, and she's showing me bubble, 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 bubbles. That's what she's showing me. So there's that. Oh my goodness. Funny little Maya. And hey, Sharon, good to see you. Hope all is well. Let's see here with Frankie and Sheba and Spike. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Let's see here. Let's see who else has a question. I know sometimes it takes a little bit to have everybody come on. And so let's see here. Give it a minute here. I know sometimes since I stream in 3 different places, so sometimes there's a little bit of a delay, but that happens. So let's see here. So you guys do anything fun this weekend? Did you guys have any fun, exciting plans? Oh yes, yes, Lee. Yes, yes, yes. Lee says, "Can I ask how Layla and Daphne are doing? They're staying in an unfamiliar place." Layla says, "I'm like this." She's like, "Ooh, I teeter, I teeter, I teeter." I'm kind of teetering, like, okay, it's like, ooh, this is interesting for me. And Daphne's like, oh, cool, I'm somewhere different. Okay. She's like, okay, it's cool. They say that they're doing okay. And they say that like it helps when you check in on them. So they say when you're sending them those thoughts and thinking of them, that they're picking up on all that, and they say that that is actually helping with them staying in the unfamiliar place. They say you doing that is actually helping them, and they say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that. So there is that. Oh my goodness, they're such good little babies. So let's see here. Look at that. I love you guys are starting off to ask questions right away. I love it. Hey Chris, good to connect with you too. I'm excited to like actually see you um to do on Thursday for my event. So that's cool. Hey Mandy, good to see you. Let's see here. And Lee says, "Oh, I did do that. They look mortified in the pics I saw." They're like, "No, no, no, it wasn't that bad." They're like, "We just like to play it off." They say that Daphne and Layla, they're like, "Oh, we like to play it off." They say. So they said that that they're like, no, 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 no. Like it had to do with the picture being taken, and something with the picture taker, what they were doing when the picture was taken. So there's that. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. Oh, Sharon, good question. Sharon says Frankie and Sheba seem overly jealous of each other in the last couple of days. Cat scrap yesterday. Oh, so it sounds like they got in a little thing, like a little kind of disagreement, Sheba and Frankie. Anything so I can help them to get over this. They say that like togetherness and separation just like keeps showing us like our places that are together, but then our separate places as well, to show us that, like show us our together places, but then show us our separate places too. And then Sheba says like fluff out my bed more and kind of like move like my bed position a little bit. And then Frankie says add like a little blanket on top of my cat tree, on top of my cat tower. He says that will help too. And they say, like, remind them too, like when you're giving one of them attention and then giving the other one attention, that they both get like equal attention, that they're both like love the same and they both get the same attention too. And they're both showing me too to have like have Brad chip in to help give them some attention too, is what they're both showing me too, that say that will help too, to have Brad help. And they're showing me to like kind of like floof up their bedding, and Frankie's like, give me a new blanket on my cat tower tree. So hopefully that helps too. Yeah, and they said really the thing that's really important is to just really make sure that they know that like that they get the equal time, because what they're showing me is they're like, well, wait, like they're like going up to each other, and they're like not like physically necessarily going up to each other, but like kind of going up to like, oh, I got this time, and then oh, I got this time. So it's like they're just kind of doing that with each other. So just see them like, okay, knowing that they both get that equal time, and that will help is what I get. So oh my goodness, those two, oh my goodness. And then Sharon says, thanks, that helps, makes sense. You're so welcome. And I'm glad it makes sense and it helps. So, oh my goodness, those two crack me up. And hey, Casey, good to see you, Casey. Let's see here. Good to see you, Mandy. See here. And then Lee says, oh, good, glad they're all right. And then Emmy says, pizza place in Corrals has a hitching post for horses. 7 horses were tied up today. Oh, how fun that they like have, that's like the old, I want to say like the olden days, but how cool that like people are going out with their horses. So it's like horses in front of the place instead of cars. That's kind of cool. That's kind of awesome. So how fun is that? So let's see here. Oh, good question, Lily. Lily says, also, what is my puppy thinking about my mom being in the hospital? The puppy says, like, I'm trying to help. I want to like lay my head on her hand and help her. I want to lay my hand on my hand and help her, and like just keep me in the loop of like when she's coming home. When is she going to come home? When is she going to come home? I really want to know when she's going to come home. It would really help me to know when she's going to come home is what I get. So there's that. Oh my goodness. So much love to your mom. I hope that everything is okay with your mom, and hopefully she has this as a good, easy recovery with what's going on. So there's that. I'm gonna see if I have any other questions over here. Sometimes I like to like flip to my other Facebook too to see, make sure I don't miss any questions here. All right, perfect. All right. So sometimes there's a little bit of a delay because I broadcast in 3 different places. I do my personal page, my business page, and YouTube, which is so cool. Going to be able to do it all in one place. Makes it so much easier. I wish I could go on Instagram too, but I don't think they have that yet, because how cool would that to be able to go like on Instagram at the same time too? Or maybe I could just do some Instagram lives too. That would be a good thing, right? Maybe I could do that. That would be good. So maybe I'll see what I can do with that. I know there's some people that actually go like live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time, and they look at both feeds. Like, I don't know about that. That's like, I do have like a brain that like works in multiple different ways at the same time, but to be able to do that at the same time, I don't think I could do that. because I want to be like, I like it to have it streamlined all in one place. So with the question, so maybe one day they'll do that. That would be cool. So, but maybe it's just because Instagram works a little bit different than Facebook. So maybe that's why they don't have that technology. Yeah. Oh, hi to Phoenix, sweet little Phoenix. I hope he's doing well, Emmy. Hopefully, things are going well with him. So, and hey, Dawn, good to see you. You've been on my mind. It's like, oh, I need to get back to Dawn. I hope that Shania is doing well. I love all her pictures. She is so cute. Oh my goodness, she's adorable. So seems like you guys are enjoying her, which is awesome. So she seems like she's got quite the spunk and quite the personality, which I love that. So oh, interesting. Oh, so let's see here. I just got chills, Dawn. Dawn says, so my new puppy Shania seems to be engaging in many of Faith's old behaviors. Is Faith talking to her? Yes, Faith is talking to her, and then Faith shows that I'm like coming through her sometimes too. She says she does like little drive-bys where her essence is coming into Shania too, and she's like imprinting on her too. She's like, I'm imprinting on her. I'm helping because everybody needs that big Faith energy is what I get. So that's so cool. And it's too to help you with like writing too, is what I just heard too. So that's cool that you're paying attention to that and you're noticing that. I love that. Oh, Lee says Bernadette says hi. To probably laugh out loud. Yes, Bernadette's like, yeah, hi. She's like, hi. She says she's been bored lately. Lee. She's like, hi. She's like, hi. But she's like, I want to be like, she's like, I want to be like more like, hi, exciting hi. But she says I've been kind of, she's like, I'm a little bored right now. She's like, I'm a little bored. So is what Bernadette's showing me. Oh my goodness, that was so weird. So I'm like looking at my phone too to see like what comments are there, so I don't miss anything, right? And there's like a delay from me looking on my phone from me looking at like the main StreamYard feed. So that's like really funny. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on with that? It's kind of funny how there's that delay. So, hey Susan, good to see you. And then Lee says she is bored today. She couldn't go outside because it was raining. She's like, oh, that's what Bernadette's like. Oh, she's like, give me some stuff to do inside too. That'll be fun. She's like, I want some inside stuff too to do. She says. So, let's see here. And then Susan says, you helped me with my Charlie a bit ago. Wondering how he is. He says for you to be more specific. So you're wondering like how he's feeling or what, Susan? He's like, ask the specific question is what I just heard Charlie said. He's like, have her ask the specific question. So what's your specific question for Charlie? And then Lee says, I'll put the string for her to chase, laugh out loud. She's like, yeah. And she's like, do it right and pay attention to me when you're doing it too. She's like, look, she's like, don't like do the string over here and then you're looking straight ahead, like, and not looking at the string. She's like, you look at the string, you look at me, you engage, and like we focus on the string and me, she says, like, and watch me chase. She's like, I move my tail really good, she says. So, oh my goodness, Bernadette. Oh my goodness, I love her. Yeah, because she's like, just don't do it like, oh my gosh, hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying this. But she says, don't do it half-assly. She says, don't do it like half-ass. She's like, do it all the way. She's like, do the string thing for me. She's like, don't not commit to it. She's like, do it. So there you go. So hopefully that's okay to say. I'm like, I don't know. So there we go. So she's like, really do it. Like, get all into it. She says, have fun. So have fun is what she says. So let's see here. Oh, cool. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, because Charlie's like, be more specific. He's like, come on, Mom, because what he's showing me. Let's see here. Hold on a second here. Lee says, oh my God. OMG, Lee says, I I totally don't commit to it. I get so bored. She's like, well, you get bored, I get bored. So she's like, maybe if you do it right in the first place, you won't get bored when you're doing it. Maybe if you're more engaged, maybe it won't be so boring, is what she says. So that's Bernadette, man. I love her. I love that she's just like, yep, this is what it is. Bernadette, Bernadette. And then I promise I'm coming right back to you, Susan. And then Mandy says, I love Shauna's honesty right to the point. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Thank you. Thank you. And don't worry, Lily, I'm coming to your question too. And Chris and Emmy, but first I'm going to go to Susan. So sorry about that, you guys. Yes. And she is the sassiest, isn't she, Lee? Oh my goodness. So let's see here. Susan says, okay, yes, sorry. How is the anxiousness with delivery trucks? Okay, so what Charlie is showing me with that, Susan, is that he wanted you to be specific because that's helping to like clear the energy with that. So Charlie is like, keep being specific on like seeing me doing better with delivery trucks and just keep giving me like the distraction and other stuff and like letting me know like it's okay, that it's okay, that it's okay, that it's okay. And that will help to give me that extra like bit of courage and a little extra reassurance that will help is what Charlie says. So Charlie says just keep like affirming like Charlie does well with the trucks, with the FedEx trucks, with the delivery trucks. Charlie's doing well. Charlie's doing well, and keep putting that out there and putting that out there is what Charlie says. So hopefully that helps because I know that's a hard thing, right? So so there's that. And I know, right, Mandy? Mandy says that Bernadette sounds just like your dog, Fifi. I know, right? Oh my goodness. They totally do. I love that. So let's see here. And then Emmy says Phoenix is doing great. Well, but I've been so tired that he doesn't get in the ball every night. I was also didn't clean his cage often enough. I was sick last week. Oh, he says Phoenix says that it's okay. Phoenix says it's okay. Phoenix says it's okay. And he says that he knows you didn't feel good. So he's like, it's okay. So he's like, it's okay. He's like, he says, I'll give you a pass this time is what Phoenix says. And I hope you're feeling better, Emmy. Hope you're feeling better. And Emmy says, I used to pull a toy around the house for a cat running, saying, wee! I looked back and the cat following it. I was running with the toy by myself. Laugh out loud. Oh my goodness, Emmy, that's funny. And then Mandy says, such divas. Yes. And then Susan, thank you. He does much better when we can be home with him and explain it. And yeah, you know what he's showing me too is like before you leave, like, so say you're like leaving, he says to help kind of like reaffirm it and put it out there before you're leaving, like just in case there's a delivery truck, he says, just remind him like, okay, if there's a truck that comes, it's okay, that it's okay. So like it helps him to remember. So they pick up all those thoughts that we say out loud and we send from our heads to their heads and our hearts to their hearts. They pick up on all that. So he says just to do that as well. And he says that will help. So there's that. And then Lily says, Saki, my other kitty comes to visit Maya. That's passed. Let's see here. I thought there was another question in here. Oh, that's beautiful that you picked up on that. Lily. Yeah, I definitely get that. Like I'm like I'm the checker inner, and I come to help. I come to help is what I get. So it's really cool that you picked up on that. I love that. It's beautiful. And hey, Maggie, good to see you, Maggie. Let's see here, and then Lee says, LOL, Emmy, that's great. And you know what Bernadette just said with this, Lee? And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but you're going to know that it's from Bernadette. Bernadette's like, yeah, I'd love to watch you do that. And then like to make sure you don't like trip because she's like, I'd like to like see you like run and like keep on your feet. She says, she's like, that would be fun, Bernadette says. So, oh my goodness, Bernadette. Let's see here. And then I'm going to go to Chris here in a second. I just got to go jump where I'm pulled, and then like I pull back in the order. So sorry if sometimes I go out of order. So because sometimes that happens. And good to see you, Maggie. Maggie says, do Ari and Daisy have anything to say about fostering kittens or raising chicks? So with fostering kittens, are like, yeah. Like we want to help, like really like fluffy, cool kittens. They're showing me like this little like white kind of kitten that's like a lynx point. They're like, yeah. Like we want to help. And they say they want to help with the baby chicks too. They're like, that would be fun. And they say like if you do the baby chicks and even the kittens, like hold them in your hands to show them and like show them that they're gonna help and they're gonna help and they're really excited about that. They said that will be fun is what they say. So um I love that. That's so cool that you're interested to know, like, hey, what do they think about that, right? What's their perspective, which I think is awesome. And then Lee says, ha, she would with Bernadette, right? So true. And then Chris says, the pony I was interested on getting last week did not work out. She was more than I could handle, according to the seller, honest seller. Hey, you know what? At least the person let you know, right? Like that, like, hey, this is not going to be a fit for what you're looking for. Yeah. And yeah, so that's cool, Tina. So what that means is like, that's cool that you know, were like informed of that. So then it just means that you're one step closer to finding that perfect pony, right? That's what that means, is that it means you're like one step closer to finding that perfect pony. So there is that. Yeah, I know they are our kids, right, Lily? Like our fur babies. I agree. And our winged babies and all of that, right? They're definitely our kids, that's for sure. And then, oh yeah, Maggie says, thank you. Sometimes I worry Ari's prey drive might kick in into overdrive with them. But I also feel like she'd see them differently if I hold them to introduce them. Yep. Ari says, ding, 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 ding. That's the key, like to hold them to show me like, hey, I'm helping with these. So like I'm in charge with helping with them. So like I want to keep them safe. So Ari says that this will actually be like a good thing for me. Ari says that that will be a good thing, and Daisy says that I will help Ari, and it'll be good for all of us to have that energy too. And then too, yeah, and just call on your like your spirit helpers, you know, that are on the other side, your spirit helpers and your angels too. Maggie, is what I just heard too, and that they'll help you too. And I feel like too with the grief work you do, that these like having these kittens and these baby chicks are going to help you with like doing something new with that, with the work that you do to like help people. Like there's some sort of like aspect with that I'm picking up on too. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense now, maybe like you'll think about that and you'll be like, oh, now that makes sense, right? So sometimes it just takes it doesn't like necessarily sink in right away, right? It's like, oh, okay. So there's that. And let's see here. And okay, so Chris says, Chris was talking about a wild turkey. I remember last week that had a bad leg and was killed by coyotes a few nights ago. Can you connect with him? I'm sad. Um, let's see here. So, so much love, Chris, because I know that's so hard, right? Chris, what the turkey says is like it was quick, and the turkey says like I like the coyotes, like I helped the coyotes. I know that sounds weird, but that's the message I got from the wild turkey, is like I helped the coyotes. So them being focused on me helped them to band together in a different way. It's like something with like a connection with the coyote is in the turkey. And the turkey says that like that it was like really quick. Like I want you to know, like it was quick, is what the turkey says, as far as like that and that I felt you connecting with me, and I felt your love too, and that and I want you to know that is what I get with the wild turkey too. The wild turkey says um, that I'm thank you for being an advocate for me. But it's just like I feel like there's an energy like that's like connected with the coyotes and the turkey, and I know that sounds really weird, but there's some sort of like energetic thing with all of them. So I don't know what that is. So maybe you could like feel into that and see kind of what energy, like if anything comes to you, because I feel like this turkey is sending you like messages in your sleep too, and that this turkey and that coyotes are like totems for you too in some way too there. So I know it's so hard, right, Chris? So hard. And then let's see here. Maggie says, "Oh, that's cool. I'd love to hear that." Yes, awesome. I love that you're open to that too. And Ari's like, "Okay, I'm excited." And Ari says maybe too, like not like do like the kitten and the chick, the kittens and the chicks at the same time. Like pick one and do that, and then go to the next one. So like start me off with maybe the chicks and then go to the kittens, right? Like that kind of thing. So then I get used to that, and then it's like, okay, cool, I'm cool with that. Now we can introduce the other energy is what I get with that. So let's see here. All right. And yeah, Susan, that's great too that that Charlie's doing much better when you can be home with him and explain it. That's awesome. I think I already said something about that comment. Hopefully I did. I'm like, wait a minute. The comments come so fast sometimes. It's like, oh my goodness. So let's see here. And hey, Jolene, good to see you. I hope that you all are doing well. And I hope that Rooster and Miss Willow are doing well too. So let's see here. See what other questions come up. I know sometimes it takes a minute too because the feed, I think there's a little bit of delay in the feed from when from what I can see. So that happens with technology, right? Sometimes there can be a delay, which is okay. Ooh, and I'm going to put this link in here again too. I have my Your Monthly Pet Connection that is on Thursday night at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Limited to 10 people, $22. Everybody that joins gets a message from a pet or pets that they want me to tune into. And it's done via Zoom. And then at the end of it, I do like a meditation for everybody too. It's really awesome. So if you guys are interested, there's the link, or if you know somebody that might be interested, feel free to share it away. So there's that. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Jolene. And then, yes, I'm doing well too. So thank you. So didn't rain all day today here in the Pacific Northwest, right? So that's a good thing. And hey, Lisa, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully, oh my goodness, Winnie and Charlie are doing well. I was like, wait a minute. So it takes a minute. Sometimes I was like, let me get to where I'm at. So, oh, Jolene. Okay, Jolene. Hey, Elise, good to see you, Elise. And then Jolene says, wanted to check in with Rooster, how he's feeling. So what he's having me do is having me touch my hips. He's like, my back end is bothering me a little bit, especially like my right side, like by my right hip. That's bothering me a little bit. So it's like that's bothering me a little bit. So maybe do some energy work and some massage and whatnot around there, because that's kind of bothering me. That one kind of like side that kind of like my not as strong back inside. So he says that that's bothering me a little bit. So and he says too, he's like, tell Willow she doesn't have to always lay right on me or by me. Like, I love her, but like, tell her that sometimes a guy needs a little bit of a break. He's like, I love her, but sometimes like I just need like a little bit of like roosteroo time. He says roosteroo time. He says sometimes he needs that, even though he loves her so much. And then he shows me he wants a sugar snap pea too. So of course, Rooster's always going to bring in the veggie that he wants, right? I love it. So, so let's see here. So lots of love to Mr. Rooster. And then Emmy says, hey, Patricia, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And then let's see here. Oh, cool. Thank you, Mandy. Yes, that's true. Yeah, sharing the lives helps to reach others as well, too. Yeah, so feel free to share this too, because I have had people do that too, and that does help too, so more people can know like about this, which is cool. So I love that, right? And then Jolene says, always, as always, the food. Thank you. You're welcome. And he's showing me too. He's like, make sure, like he's showing me. He's like, I want some. He says he loves his one-on-one mom time, but he's like, okay, Dad. He's he's like, let's go for a walk outside. He's like, I want to go for a walk outside with dad. And he's like, Willow can stay inside. He's like, Willow needs to have some one-on-one time with mom, and I can have some one-on-one time with dad. So, oh my goodness, Rooster. So let's see here. And then Emmy says, that's interesting about the energy between the turkey and the coyotes. Did the turkeys agree to die by the coyote when it was born, like a soul agreement? That's what I was really picking up on, Emmy. So yeah, that's exactly kind of what I was picking up on, is something like that. So it's interesting. It was like there's some sort of thing with them. So yes. So let's see here. And then, Lisa says, Winnie and Charlie seem pretty cozy today. They say, yes, we are. They say, we like to be cozy. And then, is Kaya's hip still feeling okay after all the Reiki? Kelsey said she thought she was limping. She's like, do a little bit more. And she's like, really focus on my knee too. She's having me touch my knee. So she says, work on my knee too. Cause she says my knee is bothering me a little bit too. She says my knee is bothering me a little bit too. So do some energy work there as well. Let's see here. Oh, Patricia says, how is Cypress feeling? He is so shiny and beautiful. Is there anything he wants? He says, I want some apples. He says, give me some apples. And he wants some like love time with you. He's like showing me like you're face to face with him. And he says he really likes that like love time and that connection time. And he says he wants more of that like connection time with you. He says, I love that and I want some more of that. So like let's keep up on that. And he like makes me want apples. Give me apples. I want apples. So there's that. And you're so welcome, Lisa. You're so welcome. I always love it when you all tune in, and I love all your questions too. Like this is like literally like one of the highlights of my week is coming on and connecting with you all on Sunday nights. I love this so much. It's so much fun. So let's see here. I'm going to see what other kind of questions come through. I know sometimes it takes a minute, so. And I know we're all still kind of getting used to the time change too, with it being lighter later, which I love it. Lighter. It's so nice because it just feels like it's like a longer day. And I really like that, right? It's so nice. So instead of like having it be dark so early, so then it's like, oh, it's dark. It's like, rather have it be light out as late as possible. It's always really nice. So at least I like that. So I don't know about you, but I like it. I'm just going to take a drink of water. Let's see here. Did you guys do any? Oops. Oh my goodness. Patricia says, I had to save Yellow Cat from a big bad cat, and since I did, he's so affectionate. He's glued to me. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you're able to help Yellow Cat. And Yellow Cat says, thank you. He says, thank you for helping me. He's like, whew. He's like, phew. He's like, thank you for helping me. And he says that his dad in spirit helped him too. He says my dad in spirit helped too. And he like had a talk with me like Yellow Cat, nah. Like he had a little like talk with me to be more careful of this other cat. So oh my goodness. Yeah, oh, Yellow Cat. I'm so glad that you have Yellow Cat. I think that's so special, and it's so important for him to be with you in your life. You know, it's important. It's important for you, and it's important for him, and all of that. So bless you for taking on Yellow Cat. He's grateful. So, and he says, see, I so much better now too. I know Birdie as much now. I know Birdie as much, he says. So. So there's that. So let's see here. Well, it's good to see you, Patricia, too. It's been a while, friend. So it's so good to see you. So let's see here. Let's see what other questions come through. Because I could just like randomly talk. I really have the I really have the gift of gab, if you guys haven't noticed, and I'm like really good at just making random conversation. I even like to make up words sometimes, right? You guys ever do that? Like one of my favorite made up words. I don't know if I is fantabulous. Have you guys ever used that word? Fantabulous. So instead of fabulous, fantabulous. So there's that. It's fun to do that. See here. And hey Linda, so did you have a specific a specific question? So yeah, if you have a specific question, that'd be great. You could put that in the comments here. And then Patricia says, it's so great to talk to you too, Shauna. Oh, just so much love to you, friend. And then that's awesome that Yellow Cat's dad and spirit stepped up. Yeah, like he stepped in too, because he's like, yep. He's like, Yellow Cat, no. And Yellow Cat, yes. And then Yellow Cat says, that's when you stepped in. And Yellow Cat was like, oh, okay. And then his dad and spirit was like, yep, come on, Yellow Cat. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Yellow Cat. Oh my goodness. I love him. Been connecting with Yellow Cat for, oh my gosh, he's like, yeah, we're old friends, is what Yellow Cat just told me. I love that. Old friends. I love it. See here. And then Chris says, interesting about the turkeys and coyotes. Maybe it's like one of my favorite cartoons, Beep Beep. Yeah, right. It's like something like that. And it's like, I feel like too, like they're having you to help like reflect some certain things too. So just maybe journal with that, like the coyote and the turkey, and see kind of what comes up is what I get. So there's that. So let's see here. And then Lisa says, I'm wondering if you could tune into two dogs I briefly had in my care named Nico and Nala. I'm wondering if they ended up together and if they're having a good life. I had to give them up, so I'm wondering if they forgive me. They say they forgive you. They say no guilt. They're having me shake my head. They say no guilt. And you said it's been 4 years since I had them. They said no guilt, because they said it was too constrictive for us all together. So they said like it wasn't just for you, it was for all of us, that we had to like have that separation because it was too constrictive for all of us. And they're showing me like that they're showing me like we're together yet separate. They're like, we're together yet separate. And they're like, don't worry, everything's good. And they're happy for you to have Kaya around. Like when you get to see Kaya, they say they're really happy with that. So they say, yay for you to be able to have Kaya. So they like around, and they want you to go for more walks with Kaya, and they want you to like remember like the good is what they say. And they said just know that it was just like constrictive for all of us, is what they want you to be reminded of. So there's that. Oh, I know that's never an easy thing. And just remember to be gentle on yourself, because sometimes those circumstances happen where it's like, we have, stuff going on, and sometimes we have to make that hard choice, and it's not always easy, but sometimes, that's what we have to do, and it's just all about being responsible about it, like you were. So, you know what? So that's just remember that, Lisa. Okay. And hey, Delora, good to see you. Oh my goodness. Delora says we adopted 2 schnauzers last weekend, Rocky and Pepper. Oh my goodness. How fun that you did that, Delora. Oh my goodness, that's exciting. So congratulations. And they say we're bundles of fun. They say they're like a perfect combo, like a perfect duo. They're like, we're a perfect combo, we're a perfect duo, we are perfect. And they say they're keeping you on your toes. They're like, one goes one way, one goes the other way. And they said, you had to get us both. You couldn't just get one. You had to get us both. They had to have us both because we both go together. So, oh my goodness, I love them. And hey, Kate, good to see you, Kate. And good to see you, Erica. They say, Erica, they say more fist bumps. They're like more paw bumps is what Ruben Foster and Buddy say. They're like more paw bumps, paw bumps. They're like paw. So is what they say. And then, oh, you're so welcome, Lisa. And Lisa says, I'm glad that they were happy. And they say thank you for always checking in on them. And they're always like guideposts for you, is what they say as well. And then Lily says, my Maya looks at her bowl when it's full. She says like to mix it up a little bit when she looks at it when it's full and just be like, yeah, like that's good stuff in there. She says, because she says she likes it when it's full there. And then, hey, Sheila, good to see you, Sheila. And then see here. Oh, Kate, good to see you, Kate. I hope you had a great weekend as well, and good to see you. You've been on my mind. So it's like I need to get in touch with Kate there. So good to see you here. And then you're so welcome, Erica, and good to see you, Sheila. And see here, Dolores says, thank you. Yes, one goes left and one goes right. They wrap me up in the leash. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know, right? It's so crazy when they do that, right? They actually have like leashes that you can attach like together. So it's like it's one leash, but like both leashes are attached to that one leash. So there's that. So that I don't know if that's something that might be helpful or might not be helpful. So there's that, Delora. And then see here, and Lily says she's funny spoiled. She says she likes to be spoiled. Oh yes, Kate, yes. I was like, oh, I need to get back to my messenger messages. You said I sent you pics of Harry and his spirit picture. Yes, oh my gosh, those were so cool. So I'm gonna go back and yeah, I've been meaning to get back to you. I was like, oh yeah, like this, yeah. So I promise you're on my list, and those are beautiful pictures too. Like I just this is so cool. So cool. Let's see here. And then Dolores says, yes, bought that and was put in the middle. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so they say that like maybe um to try like just imagine them each staying in their own lane, just like, okay, you're the like keeper of the right, you're the keeper of the left. And they say maybe that will help too, because they said we get so excited. So they're so funny. And hey, Tina, good to see you, Tina. And hey, Rick, good to see you. Oh, I'm looking forward to, you're welcome, Chris. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Thursday too for my group session too. And I'm going to put the link in here too, because I still have spots open if you guys are interested. I know I like keep putting the link, but that way you don't have to dig for it. You can just find it right here. So the information's right in there if you want to find out about that. And let's see here. All right. Oh, and then Delora too. They said they were brought to you to help keep you on your toes, is what they just told me too. Those are your new puppies. I love that. And hey, Tina, good to see you, Tina. I hope that Brophy and Finn are doing well. Like Finn is getting so big in those pictures. Oh my goodness. I just love his energy. He's such a happy little dude. I love it. Such a happy little dude. I love it, love it, love it. And then Sheila, oh Sheila, so much love. Sheila says, "My cat just passed away. Is he okay?" His name is Dude. He's showing me like he says like when your head hits the pillow, he says know that like my presence is still there, because he says like when you're connected to your pillow, you're connected to his energy, and like I'm always still your soft cushion. So know that I'm always still your soft cushion, and you can feel me in your pillow. And he says, I'm okay. And he says, I can breathe easier now. And I send you so much love. He says, I can breathe easier now. And I send you so much love. So know that my love is always around you. And I send you so much love, is what he says. And I'm sending you so much love too, because I know that's not an easy thing, right? It's so hard. So much love. So let's see here. Oh, Tina, I know you didn't ask this question, but Finn just told me he wants to go splish splash. He's like, I want to go splish splash, splish splash. He's like, I want to go splish splash. He's showing me like that I want to go splish splash is what Finn just showed me. Oh my goodness, Finn. Um so and then And then Brophy's like, okay, I'm getting used to him. He's like, it's taken some time, but he says, just remind me that he'll like be gentle with me too. And he's there to like be an addition in a good way to all of us here. He says, just keep reminding me of that and like, have it be fun for us when we're together, and like remind me that like I'm the old man that's the leader too. So is what Brophy says. And then Tina says he is so happy, doing great outdoors, but still working on indoor togetherness. I know it will happen. Yeah, that's what Brophy's showing me too. Brophy's like, I like him when we're outside, but when we're inside, just like tell him that I need like little breaks from him too, so then he doesn't come up and jump on me. Because Brophy's like, if I'm laying down, he's like, leave me alone. He's like, don't go jump on my hind end if I'm laying down. And Finn says, I just need more stuff to like jump around. Because he's like, I'm a jumper, is what Finn says. He's like, I'm a happy jumper. So he's so funny. And then you said you filled a little pool and he's loving it. He's like, yeah. He's like, we could put some balls and some ducks and all kinds of stuff in there, but not like, not like puddles ducks, not like he says like play ducks. He's like, we could put some play, like rubber ducks and some toys is what he's making me think of. He's like some toys and some balls and some fun stuff in the pool. He says that will be fun. And then you said, oh, good, keeping a close eye on them both. Yeah, Brophy says he's adjusting, but he's like, sometimes I need my downtime when I'm inside. So let me just have some downtime and like give me some like Brophy. He says, give me some like Brophy time too, or like go keep him busy while I can go take a nap. He says, Brophy says, because he's like, okay, I need to like get back into the swing of this with having this like energy here. So there's that. So let's see here. And you're so welcome, Sheila. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So much love. You're so welcome. And then let's see here. And then Tina says, haha, Finn loves Bee's tail a bit too much. We'll add to the pool. He says, yes. Add to the pool. He's even shown me like he would even pick up like a foam pool noodle and stuff. He's like, fun stuff. He's like, I can pick up big, long things. He says, I so good. He says, I so good. And you're so welcome. And Finn says too, like when he is like trying to be with Brophy's tail, like give him a distraction of something else that's funner. So then he'll see the other thing is funner. So then Brophy's tail will like be less and less fun if he has another fun thing to focus on is what I get with that. And then Denise, hello, good to see you. And then I know, right? Oh, Patricia says that was 10 years ago when you first connected with Yellow Cat. Oh my gosh, wow. That's crazy. That's what I thought. It's been a while, right? And then Patricia says, it just struck me what you meant by my dad in spirit. I just got the most peaceful feeling that came over me. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, my friend. So welcome. Let's see here. And then Tina says he loves picking up big branches in the woods. The bigger, the better for him. He's like, yep. He's like, He's like, here I am. So he's so funny. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. Hope all is well. And then let's see here. I know I missed a question up here. Sorry, I jump around sometimes, but I just kind of go where I'm pulled, and then I promise I come back up. Let's see here. And then Lisa says, I just rubbed Kaya. She was standing, so I'm not sure. I got it. It's her knee or hip better. Do I need to do something else? She's like, yeah. That's the spot. She's like, the inner part, the outer part. She's like, just keep working that and just be like, the flow is what Kaya says. She says that helps is what Kaya says. So there's that. And then Lily says, is Maya in good health? Maya's like, I'm in pretty okay health, but my stomach is kind of sensitive sometimes, but I'm in pretty good health other than my stomach being sensitive sometimes. And Maya says, thanks for being so diligent with me is what Maya says. And then Kate says, oh my God, so cute. Love that. Probably when I was talking about Finn with the sticks, right? Reading that comment. So fun. And then Lisa says, you're so sweet to help me. I really appreciate you so much. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so happy to help, Lisa. Oh my goodness. I love it. Let's see here. And then Kate says, yes. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I was like, that's what she's talking about. Look at that. See, perfect. Let's see here. And then let's see here. Uh, does Angel Kitty have a message for me? That's from Denise. Angel Kitty says, cool, when's our next little like venture where we're gonna like land in the spot for a while? Angel Kitty says, when's our next little venture where we're gonna land in a spot for a little bit? And he's showing me like trees. I want to see more of the trees. I want to see more of the trees is what Angel Cat is showing me. Angel Cat says, show me more of the trees. Show me more of the trees is what Angel Cat says. Like he showed me like, camping and trees. Camping and trees. I want to be in the trees is what Angel Cat's showing me. So there's that. Oh my goodness. Angel Cat's like, okay, like let's go on an adventure. Angel Kitty says, I'm ready. You're ready. I'm ready, is what Angel Kitty just told me. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Oh, he says, and you said, I'll worry, he'll get stuck in a tree. He's like, no, not outside. Like me looking out inside at the outside tree is what Angel Kitty says. Angel Kitty says, I want to like be inside looking at the tree. He says, I just want to be surrounded by the trees. I don't want to be like outside with the tree and climbing in the tree. He says, I just want to like I want to be amongst the trees. He showed me like in like a little like kind of like camper kind of van. I want to be like camped in the woods where there's lots of trees around us, and like for me to stay in my like safe little secure area, but where I can be in my safe little secure area, and then there's the window where I can see the trees and I can connect with the trees that way is what he's showing me. So yeah. So he says, you say, I would worry what would happen if he escapes. He says, just keep seeing me in and keep me in like a safe, secured space when you go in and out of the door. Like if you're in a place that's like, that's wooded and like kind of in like a camping space. He says, just have like a special little place for me where I go, like when you go in and out. So it's like I stay there and you see me staying there. And he says that will help. And he says, hold that vision of me staying there and show me like, okay, this is your little lookout spot. You stay here and I'm going to go out and you're going to stay here. Is what he's showing me. So, oh my goodness, little Angel Kitty. Angel's like, breathe, mommy, because I like it in here. He's like, I like it inside too. He's like, I see all the benefits. So he says, keep up the good work with all the stuff that you're doing for me and that you do for me. He says he really loves all that. So there's that. And then Maya is listening. Lily says, I love that. Hi to Maya. I love it. And then, Lisa says, does Chloe Grace have any messages for me? She's showing me like her paws, like kind of on your chest right here. She's like, I'm sending you love. And she's having me like close my eyes. I want to she's like, my paws on your chest and I'm just giving you love. And she's like, I want to just like, as you're like laying down and resting, I just want to lay and be like right by you. I want to lay and be right by you. And I like to be right by you. And she says she's sending you hearts. She's like, I send you hearts of love. She's like, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm sending you my hearts of love. My hearts of love is what she says. She's like, my hearts of love, my hearts of love. So my goodness, I love her. She says, I so sweet. And she's like, I want like the little gentle treats. And she showed me like this little kind of like puffy treat that's kind of like a lighter kind of like meatball-y kind of treat is what she's showing me, but it's kind of like not like a moist meatball. It's more like kind of like a dry treat that makes me think of it's like a meatball is what she's showing me. So she's like, I want that, she says. And you're so welcome, Denise. You're so welcome. And let's see here. And then Linda says, does Bubby or Sissy have any message? They say they want to be with you to help you with like breathing and relaxing. They're like, just help, like think of us and like, put your hand on your chest here and on your stomach, just like, okay, like we want to help you to relax, we want to help you breathe, and we want to help you, like, think of us in your meditations and when you're doing like those relaxing things, because that's going to help you and help us. Is if you think of us like when you're trying to relax, we're going to help you with that, is what they just showed me there. Let's see here. And I just want to like go back up because I just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. And if I inadvertently missed a question, feel free to like type in um, the question again, because sometimes the questions come so fast that like sometimes it might I might inadvertently miss something because the comments come through fast. Oh, and then Linda says, can you just tell my babies thank you for being good while I was out of state recently? They said, thank you, thank you. And then they say, like, our breath is always connected with you, is what they say. They say our breath is always connected. And they say that helps us, like, when we do like our meditations together, and you think of us when you're meditating too. And they say, of course, too, of course. And they said that thank you for tuning into them when you were out of state too, and that for the good care they had while you were gone too. They say thank you for being such a good caretaker, making sure like if you're not caretaking for them, that somebody else that's good is caretaking for them. And they said thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And that they're so they say they're so grateful for that, is what I get there. So let's see here. And I think I got all the I think I got all the questions. Let me just look up here. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. I got all the questions up to this point. I was like, I want to make sure, because sometimes I don't mean to, miss something, but sometimes it happens. Oh, Tina says, any messages from Tate? So what Tate's with as soon as I read that question, oh, you're so welcome, Linda. You're so welcome. As soon as I read that question from you, Tina, the first thing that popped into my head was an image of Finn running, and the message I got from Tate was look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. Like, I run so fast now, and I can see with both my eyes. I can see with both my eyes, and I run so fast, and my presence is like really imprinted in my presence is imprinted in little finners, and my presence is imprinted in finners. And Brophy sees that, and that's why like Brophy's like, oh, like I had to like take a step back, because Brophy can feel that and senses that. So that's the first thing. The message from Tate is like, I'm right here, I'm right here, I'm right here. And I'm in, my I'm imprinted in and through Tate says through finners is what Tate just showed me. Is you can feel me in Finn, and don't worry, like if you've almost called Finn Tate, because that's no accident, and my presence is right here. I'm like, look at me go now, I run so fast, and take me to the special like water place, is what Tate showed me. Take me like as Finn now to the special water place. So yeah, so definitely like what I'm picking up on that is part of Tate's essence, is hugely imprinted in Finn. It's like they're like intertwined is what I get. They're like intertwined, is that essence is right there. It's like, yep, here I am, here I am, here I am. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense there, Tina. So let me know how that lands. Let's see here. Oh, Linda, so much love. Linda says, I went to Florida to see a friend who was dying. I hope my past pets were there to meet him as he crossed. Oh, so much love to you and your friend's family and all of that. Let's see here. So what I get from that, Linda, is that yes, they were there, and I see there's this like black and white dog that was there, with your friend, and your kitties like want you to remember that I'm your strength, and your friend says too, like I write for you, like I send messages in writing that you see from me, so just know that, and thank you for being there with me and for me, and I'm so grateful that you were there for me, is what your friend says. Oh, so much love, Linda. And then Tina said, and hey, Jessica, good to see you. Tina says, thank you, Shauna, love. I saw a big message in the sky again. I'll send it over. Yes, please do. Please do, Tina. We call Finn baby Tate sometimes. Well, do seeing similar behavior. I just get yep. Like the message that I just got is like, I'm back with a vengeance. My imprint's here. And it's like, yep, here I am. I'm like roly poly, roly. So it's like, yeah, it's like it's like that one in the sameness. So it's really interesting how that can happen. And it's just such a really beautiful thing how that can happen. So, and it's cool that you're both recognizing that, right? And that you see that. So that's awesome, Tina. I love that. See here, and let's see here. And Emmy says, any message from Popeye? Popeye says, I was a lot easier than the one you have now, huh? Is what Popeye says. And Popeye says, that this one's adventure boy, and I was patience boy, and this one's adventure boy, Phoenix. So Popeye says, I'm glad you have the new friend in Phoenix, and that I send you my love, is what Popeye says. Popeye says, I send you my love. I'm in your dreams. Is what Popeye says. So oh my goodness. Love that. And in your dreams. And let's see here. And then Jessica says, checking in with Cookie, checking in on her hunger and happiness levels. So she's showing me like I like different textures of things. So she's showing me like this, like let's see here. Okay, checking in with Cookie, checking on her. Wondering also if Cookie's owner who passed knows she's doing well. Okay, so two things. So Cookie says, like my happiness is so good. Like my happiness is abounding because you're giving me so much love, and I'm so happy with all the love and everything you're giving me. So thank you, and thank you for like the little like Cookie showed me like this. I kind of like curl up like this, and like I do my little curly thing with my body. And thanks for like I'm kind of like a contortionist. The way I move around is what Cookie says. So Cookie says, thanks for giving me those lovey moments in that time, that I love those lovey moments. And then I like Cookie showed me like this long kind of like jerky treat, and like kind of this thing that's kind of like twisted a little bit too. Like I like stuff like that. I like different like crunchy things. I like crunchy things. I like the crunch. And then sometimes I like soft pillowy kind of things too. And like things that like make me work to chew. I like that. And I'm so happy. And I love that. I love being with you. And so thank you for helping to liven me up again, is what Cookie says. And you said she's been like a puppy lately. She's a contortionist. She says, yes, I am. And she's like, that's my funniest thing. Cause she says, I can almost be like this. And then I could still like walk forward and backwards, and I can walk forward and backwards, and I can do all that stuff. And I'm so good at that. And then I definitely get to Cookie's owner is like looking down, and it's like they have that connection still, because Cookie says, see, I'm good. Like I know you're good, and we're both doing well, and you can know that I'm okay. And that and then thank you for helping me to land in the like right spot to have like the love that I had with you. So thank you for that, is what I get. So oh my goodness. Yeah. So bless your heart, Jessica. And Jessica says, I love that. Thank you. You're so welcome, Jessica. You're so welcome. And then Emmy says that Popeye Scamp, oh, Popeye. And then Emmy says, yes, I'm sure Popeye is having fun with my discomfort. And Debbie says, I'm sure, laugh out loud. I know you and Emmy are friends, Debbie. Um, so yeah, Popeye says, ha ha ha. He's like, that time you were worried about, like, oh, is Popeye gonna want this food or want this food? He's like, huh, now you really got your work cut out with you with Phoenix, don't you? Is what Popeye just said. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, I love that, Jessica. Jessica says she's my little spoon right now. She says she loves that. She's like, oh, don't move. She's like, I'm so comforted, like nuzzled right here. She's like, it's so comfy. She says, I love it. 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 So, oh my goodness. So, funny. Funny, Debbie. You guys are funny, Debbie and Emmy. Oh my goodness. And Jessica, she's showing me like the way she kind of nuzzles in. She's like, I do like funny kind of looks and funny kind of moves, and like I can do this and I can do that. And she's like, oh. And she's like, she likes to kind of like look up at things like this and look up at things like this. She says, she's like, I love that. And she's like, give me the pets and the loves and just like kneel, like lean into it with me is what she says, is what Cookie says. She says, she says she loves it. She loves it. She loves it. She loves it. So, oh my goodness. It's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. And then Lily says, does Maya like her food? She's like, it's okay. She's like, you could give me like a little extra like flavor. And I know they have like special like pet seasonings that like are specifically designed for pets that you can add on their food. So Maya's saying like if you could find like something to like kind of spice it up a little bit with like a pet safe seasoning. And I know they make like pet seasoning stuff that I've seen before. So she's like, I want that, she says. So there's that. And then Jessica says, Cookie is nodding her head. She's like, I like to nod my head. She's like, it's so good. She's like, it feels so good. She says, I stretchy my head. And she's like, I love it. She's like, I so good with stretchy my head. She's like, I so good with doing that. So there's that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so grateful to connect with you all. And I think I'm going to get ready to wrap it up because I was like, oh my goodness, it's already 8:00. And usually I go till about an hour and I have a few things to get taken care of here. But I'm so grateful to connect with you all. And just thank you so much for tuning in. I do this every Sunday at 7:00 Pacific Standard Time. And then also too, I have my event on Wednesday night that's limited to 10 people. And it's via Zoom, and it's $22. And everybody that tunes in gets a message from their pet/pets. And then I do a meditation at the end. So if that's something you'd be interested in, there is the link to sign up. So feel free if you feel so compelled, or if you know somebody that might be interested, then there's that link. It's really a fun time, and it's one of my favorite things to do every month too, along with like connecting with you every Sunday too. All in love to you too, Emmy, and I hope you have a great night too, Tina. Let's see here, and you're so welcome, Debbie. Oh, thank you to all of you for just for tuning in. I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you, and I look forward to this to see like, who's going to be here this Sunday. And it's just so much fun to see you guys. I just love it. So, oh, and you're so welcome, Jessica. I'm happy you weren't working late too. Oh my goodness, you're so welcome. I'm happy you were able to tune in. Right, it all aligns how it's supposed to. So. Just much love to you all, and thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you next Sunday at 7:00 Pacific Standard Time. And thanks for always being a bright spot in my week is connecting with you all. So much love, and bye for now. Take care. Mwah.